Hey, welcome aboard Generation Aviation and the first episode of Generation Aviation. So with the holidays coming up shortly, a lot of people will be traveling and a lot of people might be wondering what is the best way to get across the Atlantic? Well, you might just find out today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now climbing to our cruise level. Please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Thank you.
I recently did a transatlantic flight on a certain Icelandic airline. This is my review of WOW Air. The first time I heard about WOW Air, I was skeptical, but have since realized how amazing this airline actually is. Now before you start screaming Lufthansa or some other big transatlantic airline, hear me out. They have a fleet of 12 aircrafts, which I know is small but it's constantly growing. None of their aircrafts is older than 5 years, and some of them are even as new as 2016. A new fleet is safer, saves money on fuel, and therefore saves you money on your ticket, which is great. Their aircrafts are registered as Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, Bro, Sis, and I was lucky enough to fly on Mom. This airline certainly has a unique and fun approach to their service. Of course, one of the main questions that people will have is how much does it cost? Well, looking online, I found them to be the cheapest transatlantic airline out there, winning by a large margin, which saves you money even when you book last minute. Part of the experience of an airline is their website, and I found WOW Air's website to be clean and crisp and really modern with its bright purple colors, with everything that you need at the touch of a button. Special prices, airport transfers, car rental things to do, and hotel recommendations were right there in easy reach, which is great because a lot of airlines don't really update their websites and modernize them. Everything that you need is really simple and intuitive to use. The takeoff was smooth and it wasn't too bumpy, as you can see from this video that I haven't stabilized in any way or reduced the volume. You can see that the pilots really knew what they were doing. At the end of the wings, you can see the classic Airbus sharklets. Sharklets are basically blended winglets that reduce lift-induced drag and therefore reduce fuel burn by up to 3.5%. Having a look inside the cabin, we see that the cabin is arranged in a single-class economy configuration with a 3x3 seat layout and a single aisle in the middle. The cabin was clean with useful amenities on board such as a 110-volt power outlet between each seat. The magazine was actually not that bad, with interesting articles about Iceland and travel. Because you don't get served food on the flight, the duty-free magazine includes food inside. Now the food is quite expensive and the variety is not that great, but it still has some interesting things that you'd probably like to try out if you're hungry. This is what I ordered. It looks a bit, but it actually tasted. For $18, you can rent out a mini iPad that includes games and movies that can keep you entertained throughout the flight. All around, I noticed that the cabin is kept fun and friendly and relaxed. Plus, I'm 6 feet tall and I found the legroom to be quite decent and comfortable. I hope you didn't forget your blanket, because a blanket is $18 to buy. The aircraft I flew on was the Airbus A321 with a seating capacity of 200 and it was 2 years old. It had a maximum takeoff weight of 89 tons and a maximum payload of 21.2 tons, which is plenty, powered by 2 CFM56 engines that can fly over 3,000 miles. If you're flying with WOW Air, it's highly likely that you will have a layover at Keflavik International Airport, located in Reykjavik, Iceland. This airport does not have a hotel for the layovers, but the layovers are normally short enough, so you won't need one. Need to charge your devices? Well, you're in luck because this place is full of charging ports. Everywhere you go, there's a charging port in this airport, and the internet is also really good too. Here are some more charging ports with some seats around for you to surf the internet while you charge your device. Overall, I found the airport really clean. I mean, just have a look at the bathrooms, how clean they are and how modern they are, with Dyson taps for washing your hands. I mean, it gives you the impression that you're in a hotel bathroom. It's really great. There is an ATM available that takes all cards if you need to withdraw money to buy food, which I have to say can be a bit expensive. The takeoff from Reykjavik gave me some of the best views I've ever seen. The black sandy beaches can be viewed below, and sometimes in the distance you can see the glaciers. So how was my overall experience on WOW Air? Well, What I found great was that they had the lowest fares, it's a really modern and friendly service, the staff are great, and the flight is actually quite comfortable. However, there was some downsides to it. First of all, you have to pay for every extra thing that you want, and those things tend to be quite expensive, which is a down for me. Overall, if you're looking to travel in comfort on a budget, this is the airline for you. So let me know what you guys think about WOW Air in the comments section below or on Twitter. I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know with a thumbs up. Also feel free to subscribe as I'll have more videos and reviews coming out. Thank you for flying Generation Aviation, and I'll talk to you on our next flight.